Well, bros, as I'm recording this, it's Sunday, my pot of food is done, and I just wanted to sit down with the man them for a hot 5 minutes, because I don't know if you know this, bros, but you're an important guy. Yeah? I just got off the, well, I didn't just get off the phone to my brother. I had a little conversation with my brother. Been ringing around doing my rounds today, making sure my family members is alright. Spoke to my brother a little while ago. And me and my brother always get into something. Yeah, me and my brother always got something to talk about. Which is why I love the way my brother helps me out. Gives me ideas. I'm able to give him ideas. We just bounce off of each other very, very well. That being said, my brothers, don't forget about yourself, you know. My brother has been saying this to me for a long, long time. Don't forget about yourself. Now that can mean so many things to so many different people. I don't know what it means to you. I know what it means to myself though. You know what I mean? Not forgetting myself, not forgetting what I'm about, not forgetting what I'm trying to do, not forgetting what I'm trying to get out of life in general. Because everyone's trying to get something out of life. All of us, no matter how you look at it. How do you do that? Oh no, bros, I don't know. Really and truly, I can't tell you. I really don't know. What I do for myself, try and keep the fire, rude boy. Try and keep the fire and the drive to pursue new things, to learn new things, to be a better me. The best version of me possible that I can muster. Yeah, and I only get one go around on this thing called life. So I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know what man's gonna be telling me at the end. I know certain things that I've done that I'm not happy about and not proud of, but you know what? I learned from them. I'm pretty sure you've got a story that you're not quite happy with yourself, but you learn from it. Keeping that personal drive is something that helps me. Brothers, I'm on here doing a podcast talking to you brothers and myself at the same time, because I need to keep this in my own head. You need to keep pushing. Yeah, you need to be better. You need to be the best you can be. And you know why? For yourself. And not only just for yourself, but for your child as well. Because we're all fathers here. We all know this. Even if you're not, yeah, self-confidence is something that needs to be pulled up on at certain times in life. Yeah, you got to pull up on self-confidence and be like, that is not what I was looking for. You got to pull up on self-confidence and be like, yeah, give me that. I need that. Yeah, that's what we need to be doing. Because everyone needs a dose of self-confidence. And I tell you something, yeah, keeping that drive in yourself, knowing that you're aiming for something, is a good way of doing that. Not forgetting yourself, building your self-confidence, making sure that your drive is there. Now, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a number of different things. It could be a multitude of different things. It could just be one thing in particular that you're trying to be the best at. It could be lifting weights, martial arts, mixed martial arts, drawing, writing. Sorry, I'm dropping things all over the place, one sec. There could be so many different things, and there's always something. Finding a hobby is one of the biggest things. As I just stated, a couple things that, that's more like personal stuff. Yeah, that's like personal fitness. Yeah, if you're keeping yourself in check and you're keeping your body in check, and you know, yes, this is what it is, that's not forgetting about yourself. Now, I'm not saying this to be selfish. I'm not telling you to forget everybody else around you. I'm just telling you, bros, don't forget about you, you know. Yeah, I don't business what it is. My brothers, you need some love too. Yeah, you need some confidence too. You need some help too. And that right there is the ultimate thing. We all need help, but you know what? A lot of us are ashamed of asking for help. I have to get real close and personal with the mic with this bit. Yeah, a lot of us are ashamed of asking for help. It's not a bad thing. It's not the worst thing in the world to actually ask for help, you know. It's really not. It doesn't show weakness. It shows your ability to adapt and grow, because you're willing to learn something that you didn't know previously. I've done it on a number of occasions, but I had to learn how to do that. It's not an easy thing. Just asking people for things is not easy. And I'm not talking about, oh yeah, you're asking for something in particular. I'm talking about asking for help. Yeah, asking for advice. Asking, you know, to don't step on my feelings, because what you will get clapped. And that goes for anybody in your lives in general. It doesn't matter who they are, because you're still a person. I'm pretty sure of that. Last time I checked, I was still a person, a whole human being, not piece of human being or half. Yeah, I'm a whole person. So don't let people take man for granted. Yeah. If you're a kind-hearted guy, listen, yeah, don't let people take that kindness for weakness, you know, because they will. Some people will gladly do it and not feel any way about it. They will look at you and be like, well, you know what, you kind of let me do that, so, you know, that's what I'm going to do. As I said, finding a hobby is a brilliant thing, because I didn't get to mention that. But finding something to do with your spare time, or not even really spare time, but time that you don't utilize as well as you could. Now, this is another thing that I've had to learn myself, my brothers. I've had to learn how to utilize time to the best I can. And right now, it's paying off. It's paying off because I'm learning how to do things differently. And brothers, I'm telling you something right now, I'm feeling good about myself. Like over the last month or so, I've had a good little run at being me and looking after myself. Obviously, I'm looking after my household, my family, my missus, my youth, everything else that comes along with being me. But I'm looking after me as well. You need to do that. Don't think, oh yeah, because you got a missus and you got children, that you don't have to look after yourself. You have to. Because if you're not okay, how do you expect anyone else around you to be okay? And I'm not just talking, oh yeah, they're here one day, gone the next. I'm talking consistently, all the time, every day they're around you. You have to be as best you can. Now, I'm not telling you outright, you've got to go out and do this, you've got to go out and do that. I can't tell man what to do. I can give man advice. I can point man in certain directions. I may even be able to help out in certain situations, but I can't tell man outright what to do. That's not in my nature to do that anyway. Man's got to look inside and be like, right, this is what I need to do for myself. Sometimes you might have to push a few people away to get that done. But in the long run, it will benefit everybody. Guaranteed it will benefit everyone. Just like building something. Yeah, now I'm not talking necessarily with your hands. You can do that. If that's how you so feel, then do that. Build something with your hands. It's personal then. Or an empire, as my brother would say. When you're building something great, you're building upon what you have. You're using the tools you've been given to build. And I'm talking in general. Just build. Build yourself, build your mind, build your heart, build your emotions. Everything that goes with being you needs to be built upon. Now, I'm not talking about building barriers that may be necessary for certain men listening at a certain point in their life. Those barriers will not stay up forever. No matter how bad or no matter how strong the feelings you have of building those barriers, they won't stay up forever. Do you know why? Because life happens. That's why. You have to be in a certain position or certain place or certain state of mind to be able to learn certain lessons. And if you haven't learned them yet, and that goes for everybody listening, at this point in your life, if you haven't learned something, then that lesson will come around again. Trust me. It may not be exactly the same. It may be in a different form, because obviously you're an older person than before, but it will come back. So you learn to build. Make sure that you know you're worth something. Make sure you know how much you can put out because of what you've built within. It's all good and well, everyone being on social media and showing other people a life that doesn't really exist. But if you can show people that you're who you actually are, in the long run, it may just help you. It may be a benefit. You may actually feel better about yourself in your own skin and who you actually are. A lot of man out there is not who they say they is. Just be you. Don't forget yourself. Take care of you. And sometimes, I'm not going to say all the time, sometimes things just seem to fall into place. So whether you need to work stuff out, whether you need to go through your own trials and tribulations, whether you've been through them and you're coming out the other side, my brothers, don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah? Bad things happen so you can enjoy the beauty in life. We need to make sure that we're passing these things on to our other brothers, bigging up ourselves and our brothers. Always. And not only bigging them up, but if you can see your brother's doing something wrong, pull him up on that. Don't let man get away with them things. Make sure your brother knows you're not going to allow that to happen. First of all, you're not going to allow him to do that. Second of all, it's just not happening. I have to give thanks I got somebody like that in my life. My brother. I have to give thanks every time. So, whether you've got your circle or you don't, if you need to build one, then do that. If you've got people around you that are willing to help, accept their advice, accept their help. But ultimately, the one thing I do not want my brothers to do today, or at least for the next rest of your life, don't forget yourself. My brothers, I'm D. This is the Future Fathers FF podcast. And before I go, I've got new content coming soon. My brothers, stay blessed.